Keep it 100.
Anyways, your girl's back with another video. And as you can read by this title, I'm sorry, you probably see my ring light, but I look crazy without my glasses, but whatever. I just got off work. I'm trying to hurry up and record this video before I go to sleep. But the title of this video just give you a hindsight of everything. I don't even know what I'm about to title this video. Sorry, I'm at my nail table, so don't pay too much. I look so tired. I look crazy. But I will say, I haven't really been like the most consistent on here. But before I get into all that, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, like, comment, share. Like, you ain't gotta do all that, but it kind of gives that you're not a hater. If you want to, if you don't want to. But as you can see by the hat, what I work in, I'm gonna talk about labor and delivery, how I feel about it, and making my switch. And I'm gonna just go to the full story real fast. So backstory, I graduated nursing school, what is this, 2024? I graduated nursing school back in April of 2023. I took my NCLEX in June of 2023, passed it on the first try with 150 questions. Here's a video. If you want to go watch it, go watch it. I was stressed out, but obviously you know that I passed it, obviously. I got all the questions. I really thought I failed it. I was sitting there doing those questions like, am I a dumbass? Like, why am I, whatever. Started working. I took my NCLEX June 11th, passed it, started working June 19th. There we go. I was a telemetry nurse at first. I worked there for 8 months. I left due to reasons that happened on the floor, not because of patients, not because of management. It was because of other nurses. And it was mainly because telemetry was something I didn't want to do, but it was just something to have in the meantime. And I signed a contract with my school, so they pretty much pay like half of my school off. If I work at my hospital, they would pay half of my school off. So I was like, okay, cool, whatever. I worked on that floor for 8 months. And then when that situation happened, when it was just a dispute happened, I was like, yep, it's time for me to go. I always wanted to do labor and delivery, but at the time they didn't have a position open. I switched to labor and delivery. Orientation was 15 weeks. Orientation was a hot mess, in my opinion. And that's just mainly because they hired too many new people at the same time. And I didn't have a consistent preceptor at all. The classes were shit. It was just a lot. I felt like, I don't know, my introduction to it was a lot. Because labor and delivery is hard and stressful. I was stressed on my last floor with telemetry because I had 5 patients. So I was more stressed about that with time management. Here on labor and delivery, I get 1, sometimes maybe 2 at the most, but that's only because it's like one of them, like, you know, like it's an induction. Induction is like they're coming in to be induced to labor. Then that's different. But most, literally 99.9% of the time, you have 1 patient. And my patient, my patients are cool, but the fear of I'm gonna mess up or I'm gonna miss something, because babies are freaking unpredictable, and you're basically taking care of 2 humans in 1 until that baby come out. And you better hope the baby be all right. But after that, if it's like really bad, then that's a NICU situation. But I was so stressed out. Like, I remember I felt great in the beginning of my orientation. And then like halfway through, I was like, I don't feel good about this. I don't feel like I'm ready to be on my own. I feel like I'm scared. Like to the point I feel like I started hyperventilating. Say hi. This is Gotti Kia. Oh, you know we don't do faces. Calm it down. Oh. Get out. See, you start doing too much. But anyways, like I was getting stressed out, hyperventilating, like going into work. I literally would start crying. Sometimes I will, as soon as I enter the garage, I start crying. Like it was bad. And well, that happened more towards the end of orientation. I remember I was telling my manager and I was like, I don't know. I just don't feel ready. And I remember it was the week before I was supposed to go to nights and we were supposed to have a resource week. So we have orientate and then we resource, which means you're pretty much kind of on your own, but then you have somebody there when you need them. So you pull them to the side. So they will have their own assignment, but if you need them, there's that. So I was like, I told them, can we push it back like one more week? Because I just don't feel ready. And then when that week came, my manager was like, no, everybody speaks so highly, like you're doing a good job. And she was like, but I understand, like if you want another week, let me know. And then she was like, if you need another week, let me know. And I just kept telling myself, like, I can't keep saying like, oh, I need another week, because they're gonna be looking at me like, bitch, we can't help you. We can't help you. I'm already, like, you get 15 weeks orientation and I can't keep adding weeks on because then they're gonna be like, okay, what's the issue? And with labor and delivery, I feel like because it is so dense, it's a very dense specialty, that I think 15 weeks is not enough. And I feel like with nursing in general, whatever route you go, you're not going to feel comfortable already. If you're doing bedside, I can't speak for people that's like outpatient and stuff because it's usually more relaxed. So I can't really speak for those jobs. So I don't know how those are. But when you're bedside in hospitals and if you're in a nursing home, like it could be stressful. It's a lot. Cause you have like, you really had to sit there and think like, dang, these people's lives in my hands. Why I go ahead and get that degree for? But then I was like, you know, I really like what I do. Now, at the time, I was like, I don't know, this is for me. Like, I was talking to my friend, and I was telling her, like, I'm stressed out. Like, I remember it was one shift, I cried three and a half times. The half, because, and I was just, like, defeated. Like, every shift, I felt like I hated it more and more and more, and I wanted to quit. I wanted to leave. I just felt like I was never going to get it. It just was too much. I was like, I don't think I'm going to get this. I think it was never, maybe I made a mistake. Maybe telemetry is something. And it was a moment I was like, maybe I do miss telemetry. Like, I don't know. And I was like, like labor and delivery is just a lot. But ladies that want to do labor and delivery, or nurses or future nurses, because you could be a nurse now and thinking about labor and delivery, I will say, if you are currently in school and labor and delivery is your jam, you're like, I want to do that. If you have not shadowed yet, you need to shadow, and I will recommend doing a minimum of 3 shifts. One, I did like a 5-hour shift, 8-hour shift, and then a 12-hour shift when I shadowed. I would recommend that so you can actually see what goes on the floor. And then that gets you used to like, okay, the 12 hours and blah, blah, blah. Or if you want to do 3 12s, whatever. That also makes it shows the manager that you're actually interested. And then like keep up and be like, hey, like I just want to like ask questions. Like be very involved. If this is something that you really want to do it. Like get your face recognized. Get your face recognized, okay? But I really will 10 out of 10 recommend the shadow, because sometimes shadowing will really give you a hindsight of like, is this really what I want to do? But I felt like even when I shadowed, I was like, oh yeah, I want to do this. But it's different from shadowing and actually doing it. You're like, oh shit. Oh shit. All right, I just want to pop in. Sorry, my daughter's watching Hotel Transylvania. But I want to pop in because shadowing is just not going to be enough if you do it like 1, 2, maybe 3 times. You probably need to keep going and build connections. And it was one thing I kind of regret not doing is like being more aggressive and or more eager. I don't want to use the term aggressive. Be more eager to grab their attention. So I would have gotten role transition up there because I feel like if I would have got role up there, I probably would have got offered a job. But I didn't have that opportunity. So this is for my people that are in nursing school and you want to get in a labor delivery. Shadow, and be very eager. Okay? Email that manager. Who cares? Be eager. Build connections. Make your face known. Oh, shit. That's kind of how one of those situations are. And that's what anything, if you want to do NICU, psych, ICU, go shadow. And then when it's time for role transition, those shadow opportunities where you make those, try to make a connection with whatever nurse you get partnered with, and then try to see if you could get a role, like your role transition with them. Like that's how you build connections, so it's not as hard. Because if you already have a connection with the manager, assistant manager, and there's already a nurse that you're cool with, especially somebody that's been on the floor for a while, that's an easy way to get rolled. But anyways, that's just a little hindsight. But it was a moment I was literally like crying all the time. I literally was like, I do not like this. I hate every little second of this. This is not fun to me. Like I'm like petrified that I'm going to miss something. I am scared. I do not feel like a good nurse. I don't feel like I know anything. And I was talking to my manager and we sat there and she was like, no, like she was like, she was like, everybody has not said anything that made me worry that you are not fit for this job. And when she said it, I'm like, is she lying? Are you yanking my chain? I need you to be for real. I need you to really be for real. She was like, no, she was like, if I had concerns to the point you're putting patients' safety at risk, then I would be questioned. But she was like, you follow everything. She said the little things that I hear is like little things that's not even that big that you can fix over time. It just takes time. But she was like, I have never heard anybody complain that you put somebody's life or their safety at risk. And she was like, I understand that this is a lot because it's a different beast. I can't really say what specialty is harder than others. Some people will say, like people that work in ER, people that work in ICU, labor and delivery, psych, everybody has their opinions of what specialty is the hardest. I can't say because I've never worked in the ED. I have never worked in the ICU. I never worked in a NICU. I never worked in a psych. So I can't speak for those. I only did telemetry and labor and delivery. Okay, so I'm cutting in because I realized I was so tired that I was just blabbering and there was a bunch of stuff I deleted out the video. But the main thing that I would like to say is that I am feeling a lot better. It is times I still be feeling like I'm unsure, but I feel a little better like with finger check, like cervical checks. Stations are a little better, but it's kind of one of those things like it just takes time. I feel like I've done a good amount of deliveries at this point. Not a good amount, like I don't know. I probably done over 10 already, maybe like 10 on my own. So it's kind of one of those things that it's like I'm excited. I'm actually like kind of excited to go into work. I'm just tired all the time because I work night shift. So that's like the thing. But I'm not hyperventilating no more. I'm not like sad. I'm not crying all the time. Like I'm not having thoughts of like quitting. Like I'm not having those. And it may come back. Who knows? But so far so good. Like I really feel like my confidence is building up. And luckily my daughter, she taking a bath right now. And I feel like it is getting better. Luckily, I have some friends on there that makes it easier, that's new to the floor as well. So it's like, it makes things a little easier during the process. But I just want to come on here and say it does get better. And that's in any field you go into, and even any specialty. If you're in ICU, psych, whatever, and you're stressed out and you're like, I don't know if I'm gonna get through this. Literally, there's light at the end of the tunnel. But I'm saying now, if months and months and months go by and you still feel like that, then maybe, because I feel like you have to really sit down with yourself and be like, is this really what you want to do? And that's what I had to do. And I was like, no, I don't really see myself really doing much else. I think it's just one of those things, like, I'm probably just tired of bedside, but I really like what I do. I enjoy my patients. I enjoy making the connections with them and the families and seeing the babies and them be happy. And of course, there are bad sides to labor and delivery of, like, you know, if we look at it, it's not always happy endings all the time. So it's one of those things, like, you really got to love your job. Because if not, you're going to hate it. You can't just do it for the money. Like, yes, money is important because we got to pay our bills. I got to pay my bills. Money is important. But it shouldn't be the main thing, because money, you could get all the money in the world and you would still be unhappy. So, y'all, if this is what you want to do, or if you are striving into it or whatever, I don't care. But if you have any questions, comment. Bye. But I'm going to go back to the video. But it was rough in the beginning, y'all. I really thought I was about to quit. I was dead. I told my manager, like, I don't know if this is for me. She was trying her hardest to help. She's like, what do I need to do? Do you want me to lower your FTE? Do you want to go to the other location? And she was like, I don't want you to be sad. I really want you to really like this, but I understand if this is not what you want to do, I will help you find other places. Like, my manager is freaking awesome. She is amazing. And I was like, and then as time went on, I was like, nah, it's getting better. It's getting better. Because I did pray. I prayed hard. I was like, God, let me know. If this is not for me, let me know. And it was like, and I felt like God kept sending me confirmation this is for me. And I just kept ignoring it. Like, nah. And I'm like, you know what? No, those were confirmations. Like, you're in the right spot. You're in the right spot. Keep doing it. Like, you're being a part of these people's lives. You're being a part of their stories. You're being a part of their journey for them to meet their baby boy or baby girl, you know. So, it's nice. Tiring, but nice. And of course, you have some stories that's just, you know, patience being patient. Get very much med surge sometimes. Can't help that with some people. I'm on call tonight, so I'm not even sure if I'm actually working that or not, so I need to go get some sleep. But I just want to come on here, get my spill. I switched from labor and delivery. I like it. But let me stop talking. Yeah, I'm becoming a yapper, certified yapper, because I'm tired. So let me get off of here. But yeah, good luck to my nursing students if you're in your final year. Good luck, you're almost done. Good luck to my nurses that are starting. Good luck to my nurses that's in the middle. You didn't just start, but you also not close to being done either. Good luck. Have a good year. Enjoy it. Because nursing school sucks.
It sucks.
But I'm out of here. Go ahead, like, subscribe, comment, share. If not, you a hater. That's all I got. All right.